Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines. In today's video, we have an interesting idea. So the idea is we're gonna build a farm. City. You get what I mean? So we're gonna build a city, but our only source of income is going to be from the farms in City Skylines. As you know, I'm very obsessed with farming this last few videos, so to keep my obsession going, we're gonna build a massive city in City Skylines, which would hopefully be financially supported by only farmland. How is that possible? I don't know. Is it possible? I don't know. But stick around and we will find out. So we're gonna create a new game, and of course we're gonna play normal mode. Why will we want to play easy? And now let's check for maps. Verdantweil looks like a nice map. This looks like there's nice river systems which supports my farming industry. What should we call this city? Let's go with farming city. Why not? Farming city. I like it. A North American style map, of course, and then normal, because we're not gonna play easy. And then let's jump straight into it. Are you ready to start farming in City Skylines? I hope so, because I am. We're into a game. So first things first, we need to create ourselves an arterial road. So the arterial road is the road that will connect all of the farms. And then we also need to get the basic needs. So that is the electricity and also the water. So first things first, I think we're gonna expand our farmland to this side. So let's get an arterial road in. It's important to have some curvature in your roads, just to make it a little bit more realistic. You see, something like this, just a nice curve, a nice weave through the whole landscape. Arterial road, so the citizens is gonna come down from the highway, and then they can turn right, and again right, and then they can reach the arterial road. Now from the arterial road, all our gravel roads is going to be connected to. Now you may ask, why do I go with gravel roads? Remember guys, we're building farms, and I don't know about a lot of farms that don't have gravel roads. Usually they do. So for this video we're gonna stick with it, and we shouldn't have any traffic problems using gravel roads, I believe. Now we have some few gravel roads in. It's important to progress in the game. We still need to acquire our industry, so we still need to have supermarkets. It's still a city, but we're gonna try to farm it out. So the industries, what I mean about it is we need to have low residential areas, but I'm not gonna focus on it like it's gonna be my main type. So I'm gonna try to do the grid pattern for that. So the grid pattern, you only go just a 90-degree angle over here, and then you wank it up all the way. A humble grid pattern for my residents to live in. So then you just take our residential homes and we fill them up. And over here, from the highway entry, we can actually go with some supermarkets in this blocks over here, just like that. I think that would be enough for now. Well, just like 2 more blocks, and then we still need to do our industry. Oh, these people are wanting power and also water. So that's also a thing we need to take note. So let's get a transformer in over here somewhere where the power line is coming from. So just about here, transformer would do. Yes. And then just a pylon connecting it up, just like that. And then why not? It's a farming landscape. So let's just go with a nice one wind turbine to produce some electricity. And then also we can go down in the ground, I think. Is this one down? Yes. And we're gonna connect the pylon up with the whole grid. And now we need to focus on water. So we're gonna... do we have any underwater source? No. Over here we do actually have some. So let's just build a water pump, underwater pump right there. Nice. And then also we need to take care of all the sewage. The river is flowing down. All my sewage is gonna leave it. Eventually get out into the sea. Yeah, that's not the cleanest, but we need to have the poop go somewhere. And the sewage is connected up. So sewage on it, electricity on it. Now the growing should start. And let's start with the reason I make this video. With farming practices. So just in this corner I can fit in a whole farm. Just like that. Yes. Okay, our first farm is in. So we're going with the animal farms because our only fertile land is over a year and I don't own it and over a year. So now I only can do the animal farms. You don't need fertile land to have those. So I'm just gonna keep on farming this area up over here. Way down and we've built another farm. So now we have 3 farms, one over here. We should call these actually farm names. So this is Meaty Bits, Fairview, and then we have Grunkun. I don't know what it's called. And then Mato Potato. Okay, so we have 3 farms. This farm is already having a nice little cow farming area over here, and the cows are actually moving. This is cows, eh? No, horses. What? Oh, cow. That's a horse. So there's just a random horse between the cows. Is that sheep? That's sheep over there. Nice. So we have sheep, we have horses, we have stuff. We have stuff. We still haven't met our industry demands all. We have a little bit of a town that's growing over here. But we can just I can actually plump a bit of industry over here. Let's just grab a real quicker road that would go to here. Just like this. Then over a nice little turn. We should have a 90-degree angle over here. And then we can just take a straight road and connect it straight up over here. Almost was perfect. Almost. That's so close. Something like this. And then we just can put in another road just to connect it up. And we're gonna keep our grid pattern over here at the city. But remember, the city only makes money from the farm. That's important to note. So then we just can go to this industrial, and then we can just plop it down over here. And that should get that up and running. That should be satisfied. And now we can do a bit of shops over here. And then we can do some residential in this little blocks. Now all my industry should be satisfied with this nice little line over here. But let's get back to the main focal point of this video, and that is to farm. While I'm building, I actually upgraded. I went to a tiny village that should be standing, a tiny farm, but I'm gonna leave it. I get the 25 bucks. Not that it does a lot to all my money. And I'm still making an income. 450 an hour. Hey yo, I know what I'm doing. This farmer is knowing how to farm, you know. Look at my farm is getting ready. So we have another 2 which is added. So I think I'm just gonna fill up this whole area with this arterial road. Let's see, Brook Street. Can actually call it the other road. We're just gonna this whole area. We're gonna add farms in, and then we're gonna see how much profit farming makes in Cities Skylines. Oh, hopefully it makes a profit. That's my hope. But I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. Let's keep adding farms. While we also reach the checkpoint, we actually need to add some extra stuff. So we got the clinic, and then we also have waste removal, which we need to note. So we can add a small cemetery to get the people which are dying and sort them out. So let's build that. Yeah, so we don't have any red showing people dying. And then also a clinic. Let's put it next to the cemetery, close to each other. It should be close to each other, you know why. And then also we need to do waste removal, which I hate. Where can I do the waste? I want to do it over here. I'm actually gonna leave the waste for now, and I'm gonna build it when there's a lot of complaints that there isn't waste being removed. Then I'm gonna build it. But for now, I need to keep on going with my farms. I'm losing my track over here. I need to stay on track and keep on adding farms to my farming city. And look at that. So many animal farms over here. There's so much farms. It's 1 to 15 animal farms. I hope this actually makes money. At the moment, I'm actually making money. I'm making $205 an hour. Now that is quite nice. So I still have some demand for low residential areas, and then I can actually build this Rockus Magician mansion over here. So let's get that one in. This helps production, and then also a dairy house because of all the dairy farmers, I believe. So let's also plop this one in over here. And our farmers should have a distribution channel, and we reached the milestone to a small village, and that means we can finally go check our production. And another 50 quid, don't mind if I do. Milestone small village is achieved. We can have 2 free development points at the moment, and we can also unlock schools, so our farmers are going to get smarter in farming. That's what that means. And now the one thing I really want to go to is the production channel. And this is the farming livestock. So agriculture for can't speak. 47 tons. And from that 47 tons, everything is livestock, of course. And we also have fishing industry over here. But I still want to start up a grain industry. That is important for me. I think this is how much we use. This line, this is new to me. This whole tab is new to me. I don't understand it quite. So let's check that. That is how much we're creating. Tons of food, I believe. That is how much we process. So from our own food, we process about 3 and 5 tons. So that means the remaining 44 should be sold off in a profit, I believe. Is there some place I can check it? At the moment, the service and taxes is actually keeping me up, keeping my city running. But that's not what I want. I want my farming to do that. But I actually need to do exporting and all that stuff. Look at my little city. It's growing. But look at my farming industry. It's massive. And it's gonna produce a lot of farming goodies. And look at my dairy. It's over here, ready to get this milk in pumping, making my city. I think my citizens love their milk. I hope they do, because livestock is all around them. So now we need to go to our tiles. We need to buy new tiles. I know fertile land is over here, but I also know fertile land is here, and my farms is over here. So I think I need to expand to this area. Let's go just make sure. So we can go to this tab over here, and we can go to our grains. And this is a long strip of fertile land alongside here. And then also this is also massive next to the city. But I need to expand the city to keep my economy growing. So this is going to be interesting. Do I expand down to the highway or to the left hand side? I think I'm going to go to the left hand side, because it just looks like a better farming land. And we can wangle it with the city. We can. Let's see how expensive one tile costs us. 31, that isn't much. We're gonna pay a bit of upkeep per month, but we should be fine. So we can buy these 2 tiles over here. Let's cop that. That would do nicely. And then we can also farm grain over here. And we can keep our city growing in this linear fashion. So it's a very tile grid city, but free-flowing farming industry. That's what we want. So let's get to our second farming industry, which are going to be our grains. Okay, before I start with the second grain farm, I think I'm gonna buy this tile also. It's only 26, I have enough money for it. Then I can extend the arterial road, this 4-lane road around here, and it comes back. And hopefully I can connect it up with the highway in the future. And I can also use this arterial road and connect it up over here. And I can maybe make a roundabout over here. And then over here, I think this isn't farmland above here. Let's just go check it out. Yeah, it's a farmland, so I can still have a little bit of residentials in this area, or work my way to this area with the residentials to the farms, and then I can do my grain farm in this area. So I probably need to buy these 2 plots as well. Do I have money for that? Let's check it out. So 2 plots, it's gonna cost me 81. I can afford it. Let's buy these 2 plots. Now I can make a massive grain farm over here. So we have a livestock farm, then our grain farm is over here. Let's go. So let's just do some development. Okay, so now the low residential area is going to be over here. This should be more than enough. Okay, so I've placed some roads. This is going to be all my dirt roads, so all my grain farm is going to be over here, and then I also have a nice little arterial road that goes through all the farms for the fast travelers, for all the lorries and stuff to travel through that. My residential area is coming along nicely, and now let's just get some farms up. While I was building, we actually reached a large village. Good stuff. 75 quid and another 3 development points. So I think the first thing I want to spend my farming on, let's just get this in and I will tell you. So the first thing I want to spend my development points is on this one, transport. I really want to get to the water and I want to transport cargo. I think it's over here. Yeah, so I need to reach Grand Village. What milestone? I'm now Large Village. I think the next one is Grand Village. Let's check it out. Yeah, Grand Village. Then I can get the cargo and then I can export all of my grains, which I should have a ton after this is finished. So I just need to finish it up. Whew, all of my grain farms are in and it's a lot. I wonder how much would this produce. My city is actually making a profit, 3,800 an hour. That is good. I'm very happy with that. Now I still have residential areas which I need to satisfy, so those demands are important. I just want to check where is my industrial area at, so I can build residential here. I shouldn't because the waste, all the pollution is going to this side. But I think I can also do some residentials in this area. No, I should stay industrial over here. And then I can do residential in this corner over here. So let's get some areas in next to this arterial road, which is important. Okay, we have 2 massive farms. Now, we have our animal farm on the right hand side, which is clocking in how much. Let's see the production. This over here, the animals is clocking in a solid 514 tons. Oh no, that's combined. Okay, so I didn't understand it, but our agriculture is at the moment producing 514 tons of products. So that's grain and meat and all that stuff. So that's our agriculture. So that is quite a lot. So I just need to satisfy my demands and then I need to upgrade to the next milestone, a Grand Village, and thereafter I'm gonna unlock water. Now one thing I still need is waste removal and I need fire stations and also police stations. Now that I've thought about it, I should probably take out this residential zones because it's loud in here and I do my industry over here, so I'm gonna take out this residential and maybe move them to this areas over here. So sorry people for living, which already lives there, but I need to clear you out. Important to build a police station, so I'm gonna build it here in the center of the city. And it's also important to build a fire station, which I'm also gonna build somewhat here in the center. I'm gonna go with this one, the city fire center, just around there. And now I don't have any more money, but I have the services, which is important to keep my city under control. So I have waste removal, I do have my police station and also my fire station, and then I have my small high school, which are almost full of people, and then my primary school, which has a lot of space to live. So I probably need to expand this school over here. So I'm gonna build another classroom to have enough money for it. It cost me 40k. I barely have enough, but I'm gonna expand it now before it's too late, so that there is enough space. So now I should take more people. I think I got 100 more people in. Yeah, it was 400, now it's 500. Awesome. And everything is going good. All the needs are met. The farming is going awesome. Our production, I can say, is looking good. 471 tons of livestock and also grains. Now I just need to wait to upgrade myself to a larger city, get exporting in, and then also I need to focus on making profit because I'm losing money at the moment. I think I'm losing money because I've demolished all of those houses. That was the problem. I've reached it. I've lost so much money. I was in the minuses, but I got 100k back now, and I'm a grand village. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Finally reached it. Now I can finally export all of my products. So I go to the development tab and water unlock for 2. Then I should probably focus on parks and stuff to get more fun in the city. But the usual stuff like the roads and stuff, I don't think it's important. Yeah, the roundabouts is a must have. I have a lot of, and then also advanced road services. You need those. I'm not gonna use highways at the moment. Public transportation, not necessary. And let's see, fee maintenance park. Yes. Do we want to have large parks? I think we have the usual parks now we can build. So let's stay at that place. And I'm losing money as we speak. So that's also not too good. So now I want to see how expensive a harbor is for exporting. So this is the harbor tab, I believe. What? This is so different than I remember. Oh, this stuff is expensive. I need to make investment for this stuff. A large port, medium port, small port. Cargo harbor. Okay, so I want this cargo harbor. Should I loan a bit of money for that? Choo. Let's do that. So I'm gonna loan money. I believe the cargo harbor is gonna give me some profit. So, okay, let's loan. Let's do 400 for now. I won't be able to pay it back. 400 loan. And then we're gonna go back into our tab. We're gonna go to our cargo and then we're gonna... Oh, this is massive. Oh my. And we need to plop this one down. Right about here, I think. Are there any shipping lanes coming? There should be. So the sea is coming from here. So I think there should be shipping lanes. I'm just gonna build it. And then we're gonna see how it works. I hope this would export my products. I really do. Okay, we have a problem. I didn't thought about it. But we actually need our cargo ships to go through the sea over here. So we need to build it a route. And a route is quite expensive. And I don't know if you can actually build a route outside your tiles you own. So that I need to figure out. And if that is true, I'm pretty much screwed. Let's see. Not enough money exceeds city limits. I'm screwed. I can basically take this cargo away because my ships are not gonna sail to this cargo point. Yeah, that's quite sad. Damn. Well, hopefully I get some money back for this. Nope. Nope, I don't. I've just lost a lot of money. For no reason at all. Because I thought I was smart. But I aren't. Okay, so I didn't understand this tab. So this is the grain agriculture. And the green one is the excess we make. And the blue I think is what we use. And then what is the yellow? Is the yellow what we use? And the blue is what we make. And the green is the excess? I'm not sure. I really don't know. Some place must show me what we sell. But I only think we can sell once we have docks, you know, stuff. A harbor. So that's a difficult one. And I'm trying to expand the city, but I'm losing money as we speak. Because of that massive loan that was a waste of money. That put me quite aback. But I'm gonna see what I can do. We have some offices over here, which I built. Now I'm gonna get more offices in. And then also we need to satisfy the low residential demand. So the normal houses. Yep. And we have it. We have a traffic problem. And my city layout is kind of... Yeah, it's bad. Because I built the city around farms. Isn't very effective for trafficking. And as you can see, everybody wants to come into the city. But they are struggling. But we're actually making profit, and I don't know how. So I'm just gonna be excited for that. So hopefully I can make enough profit and I can buy a tile over here, and then I can connect also the highway here, so that the people just can get from different sides into the city and not only just one entry point, because that is what screws me at the moment. I didn't thought about it. So much things you need to think about when playing this game. But with that profit, I think I'm gonna leave all the next ideas for the next video, because this video is going to be long. Did we make a profit of farming only? Not yet. Will we? I surely believe we will. So stay tuned for the next video, and maybe hopefully we'll find out the next video. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to comment, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and have a nice day. Goodbye.